Pat. Pat has the black pieces. I didn't know you had the black pieces. Oh, yeah, that's right, because you play Achilkin's defense. This is a 15... It says 15-second 10-1. What? Now I got to read what you wrote. If this game gets me banned, at least I'll have learned something. I finished the game with over 10 minutes on my clock. Oh, 15 plus 10. Oh, I see what happened, but it wrote it wrong there. But it's written correctly here. Shredder got down to below a minute on move 50. I finished the game with over 10 minutes on my clock. You're banned. What would Kramnik say? Okay, Patrick's obviously black, although he could have white in this position. I played G3 in this position about 14 years ago against, I think it was Davor and Kuljasevich, I think, and we drew pretty quickly. Or maybe it was, what's his name? No, I think it was Kuljasevich. I played G3 against him. I think he took with the queen. But yeah, I think taking with the queen, yeah, taking with the queen's okay. Boring. Boring. Nobody's blundering. Terrible. Never play F3. Queen A3? I'll take, what's the last move I would think of for 100? Queen A3? What'd you set Shredder for? 1100? Oh, snap. Queen A3. Frankly, terrible. Yeah, it's just really good for black. White's pawn structure is Shadubi, shattered. Jadubi, shattered. Don't you know black's pieces are going up, 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 up? To checkmate white's king, you must be tough, 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 tough. For example, knight d6, knight c4, knight b2 mate. Jadubi. Ugh, g4, terrible. It says a5 is a mistake and now it's equal. It wants to just move your king and move it on over, George Thorogood style. a4 equal. I'll still take black. h4 is a mistake. Yeah, he's got to play knight here to try to get at the c-pawn. h4 too slow. Now black can defend. Yeah, now black's just up a pawn. And the rest is technique. Bad technique. Yeah, and c4 loses. Black wants to go here and then f6 and take all the pawns. So white has to play knight f3 and stop that. After c4, king g5, it's GG. Now it's GG town. Ugh. Outside pass pawn, impossible to stop. Oh, if you play king f1, knight e3 check wins the pawn. And then here, so white resigned. By the way, if these three things weren't here, if they were off the board, if the A file didn't exist, this is a win or a draw depending on whose turn it is. So in this position, it's white's turn, so black is still winning. But in this position, if these pawns weren't here and it's black's turn, this is a draw, as is well known. I'm sure you guys all knew that. Anyway, I give you a C+. You were never worse that game, so that's good. Wait, what'd you agree with Bonarici on? Oh, game of the day. Yeah. Pat's games are always the game of the day. He's playing an engine that engine doesn't play too good. And then he beats it. If Pat made 7 blunders, he wouldn't be submitting the game. You guys are like, here's my best game. Every move's a blunder for both sides. Pat says, here's a good game I played, and it's a good game. He must have the greatest chess teacher of all times. Yeah, you can dumb down your engine so it doesn't play so well. Chess.com has thousands of engines, and they play all different levels. Thanks, Christopher B. The only reason to have an engine and play against it is you set it to play bad. This engine is set to 1800. If you play an engine, the engine plays its best, you just lose 0 out of a billion. Well, you win 0 out of a billion. You use an engine to analyze your games, and you use an engine to analyze opening prep. If you're going to play an engine, you got to tell the engine not to play so well. Only Pat knows where Shredder is. Nobody else knows.